差しと風が心地いいですね。
I could tell they were both every bit as happy as I was. It was fun looking at the scenery from the monorail, but riding it for an entire hour, we naturally started to get a little tired of it. The healing sunlight washed over me, seemingly revitalizing my body, and the fresh wind blowing on my skin felt positively wonderful. Well, the time seems perfect, so why don't we have lunch now?
やったー、お弁当だ。
The moment I suggested the idea, little Michiru started gleefully running around with excitement. Although it wasn't so much the act of eating lunch itself that had her so excited so much as being able to eat a proper homemade lunch like this. I used to be like that too. Back when I was her age, a meal seemed much more special than when it was all packed up in a lunchbox like that.
微笑ましいですね。
Weren't you eager to have lunch too, Michiru?
もう、兄様は私を子供扱いしすぎです。食いしん坊ではないのですから。
Not that. You don't usually walk such long distances, so you must be tired, right? When I said that, Michiru looked a bit surprised. Why did she make that face? I cocked my head to the side with curiosity, and then Michiru answered my question by thanking me.
みちるばかり気にかけていると思いましたけど、私の勘違いだったようですね。
Sorry about that. I wasn't intending to give you that impression. Thinking back on the past few days, I really did spend more time with little Michiru than with the other Michiru. If I'm being honest, that was inevitable. I didn't want to say that to Michiru though.
いいのですよ、兄様。末の妹ができれば、長女は放っておかれるものと聞きますし、みちるを大事にする兄様も素敵ですから。ほんの少しだけ拗ねてみただけです。
She made a show out of turning her face away from me, but I actually agreed with her. What if a past version of me had appeared, for instance? If Michiru only paid attention to little Rei, then I would feel lonely too.
ですから、今のように気にかけてもらえると嬉しいです。
I'll be more careful. Just remember that I never meant to ignore you. You and little Michiru are both precious members of my family. I touched Michiru, putting all my feelings into combing my fingers through her hair.
わかっています。あくまでも拗ねたふりですよ。
Of course, I knew that too. I knew that she was pretending, but I still wanted to be sweet to her.
レイ、みちる、早く来てよ。
Oh, she's calling for us.
そうですね。名残惜しいですが、みちるを一人にしてはいけませんし。
I accompanied Michiru, who didn't seem that disappointed, as we walked back to little Michiru waving at us.
もう、二人とも遅いよ。
Sorry. Alright then, let's start setting things up. Little Michiru, could you help me lay down the sheet?
お手伝いするよ。
I took a vinyl sheet out of our bag and had little Michiru help me spread it on the ground. We used our shoes and bags to hold down the edges of the sheet. Then little Michiru helped her big sister, and Michiru carefully sat down while feeling ahead of her with her hands. I looked away from the two girls that were getting along well and instead observed our surroundings. There were a few other families in the park going on picnics. How did the three of us look as we sat down to start our picnic? I opened up the lunchbox and passed side dishes to Michiru and little Michiru. There were rice balls, fried chicken, salad, and tamagoyaki. Everything packed in our lunchbox was standard picnic food that could easily be eaten outside. The girls clearly approved of the menu, since they both started eating right away. It made me happy to hear them say that the food was delicious, even though I wasn't the one that prepared it. But little Michiru stopped after eating everything on her plate except the chicken and vegetable soup. I thought that perhaps the juice from her other foods had affected the flavor of her soup, but that wasn't likely since her plate was divided with partitions. Evidently, that wasn't what was bothering little Michiru. Michiru, you don't like the lotus root? I said something to little Michiru when I noticed she wasn't eating. She hesitated for a moment before giving a slight nod.
苦くてジャキジャキする。
それが美味しいのですが。
Children can't appreciate subtle flavors like that. Sometimes there are things they just don't like. That being said, it was a problem that she was a picky eater.
残していい？
みちる、頑張って食べてみましょう。
You should at least try it, right? If you're too picky, then you will never grow up to be beautiful like your big sister Michiru. Though her big sister likes junk food too.
もう、兄様ったら、褒めるのでしたら直接言ってくださいませんと。
I've always thought you were beautiful. Don't you agree that it's a bit weird to say it every time I think it?
兄様からの褒め言葉でしたら、いかなる産地であっても嬉しく思いますよ。
I understand, but I really do think that you're beautiful, which is why it's so embarrassing for me to say it. It's easy to compliment her as my little sister, but it's not so easy to compliment her as an attractive member of the opposite sex. Think of it this way, I don't say it too often because then it wouldn't be as special.
わかりました。兄様が挨拶のように言ってくださるまで我慢しておきますね。ですが、言葉ではなく態度で示してくださっても構いませんよ。
Michiru had a mischievous smile on her face, which made her seem really lovable. I had to look away from Michiru's face to deal with the rising embarrassment that I was feeling. As I did, my eyes met little Michiru's, who was looking for someone to save her. Well, it was only natural that she would show some resistance when we suddenly told her to eat her vegetables. Come on, Michiru, say ah, and I'll hold to the spoon. Just try one bite. Good girl. Here, say ah. Chew, chew, swallow.
苦い。
I see. You still managed to eat it though. Good girl.
レイが食べさせてくれたら頑張れる。
ですか。
Here, little Michiru, let's try one more bite.
あー。
There you go. You're a good girl. Someone shyly tugged on my sleeve.
私にも食べさせてください。
Can't you eat on your own?
兄様も分かっているのにごまかすのですか？
Just thought I'd ask. Michiru was asking me to treat her nicely, as if she was a girl and not just my little sister. Though of course, any girl would get jealous if she saw that her father was only paying attention to her little sister and not her.
兄様の愛情、私にいただけますか？
You make it harder for me when you say something like that.
レイ、もう一回。
Here, say ah.
あー。
Oh shoot! I reflexively gave little Michiru another spoonful. As a result, Michiru started pouting again, or at least, that's what I expected.
お嫌ですか？
Ah, damn it! Looking at me that way is illegal! I didn't want to spoil Michiru too much, so I pretended like I was reluctant to do it. If you insist. Once I agreed, she immediately opened her mouth. Well, I did say I would. It's not like I can go back on my word. Here,
素敵です。兄様との関節キス。
At least say something about the food, will ya? besides that, if she indirectly kissed anyone, it was little Michiru.
レイ、次は私ね。
その次は私ですよ。
You guys are so much alike. It was good to see little Michiru eating her vegetables, but I had two girls begging me to feed them now. It was embarrassing, but I liked spoiling them every once in a while. It actually made me so happy that I wanted to keep feeding them forever. That would be scary. When almost everything in the lunchbox was eaten, little Michiru raised her voice as if she just remembered something.
ねえねえ、クロって近くにいるの？
Crow? That's right. Well, are you around here?
何用だ？
Wah! Where'd you come from anyway?
呼んだお主がなぜ驚いておる？
Of course you're gonna surprise me if you just up and appear out of thin air like that.
あら、クロさんは空中遊泳をしていたのですか？
空からくるくるって落ちてきたよ。落ちたのではない。降りてきたのだ。レイ、空から黒が。我が輩は飛行するために石など使わぬ。
The levee stone. You've become quite familiar with our culture, haven't you, Crow?
DVD がありますし、留守番中に一緒に見ていたのでしょうね。
What a luxurious lifestyle this girl lives, although I appreciate it if she was watching after little Michiru. That would also explain why I never see Crow around when I'm at school nowadays.
それでミチル、クロさんにどういった要件だったのですか？
ああ、そうだった。
Little Michiru nodded as if she just remembered. She put some food on a plate and handed it to Crow.
はい。クロも一緒にご飯食べよ。ん？我が輩にか？
I couldn't believe how polite my little sister was. There was no way Crow could turn down an offer like that. Michiru, don't you know that Crow can't eat?
お供えすれば食べられる？いや、我が輩は精霊的な存在であって幽霊ではないぞ。
お供えでなくて奉納ならどうなのでしょうか？
それも気持ちに過ぎぬ。食べられぬものを差し出されても困るだろ。
The conversation was getting too complex for little Michiru, so she held the dish and cocked her head to the side. She looked so cute that I wanted to take a picture, but at the same time I felt bad knowing that she was getting confused. It just means that Crow doesn't need to eat food.
そうなんだ。美味しいのに残念だね。気にするでない。我が輩が食べられずとも、お主らの雰囲気だけで伝わってくるものがあるからな。しかし、その気遣いには感謝するぞ、ミチル。どういたしまして。
Man, you're too kind, little Michiru. I could hardly bear the thought of how precious she was. Ah, such lazy calm. This is the ideal picnic.
ご飯。クロさん、私のご飯もどうぞ。
I thought I told you not to make things like this into a competition. I already knew full well how kind Michiru was. I, Michiru Sawatari, was currently in a state of relaxation following a large and satisfying meal. My dear brother and little Michiru were playing tag. I could hear them running around and sensed how much they were enjoying themselves in their shouting. They are running around so right after eating even. I do hope it will not cause them stomach aches later on. Were that to happen, I would be happy to offer him gentle rubs of the stomach, but the slightest thought of my dear brother in pain troubles me so greatly.
ミチルも転んで怪我をしなければいいのですが。
お主も意外と心配性だな。
Though I had no idea how long she had been present, I heard a voice calling to me from the sky above.
あら、いらっしゃったのですか？
ずっとここにいたぞ。
This person does not have a very discernible presence, though I am unsure if person is the correct word to describe her. She seems to appear out of thin air, and I can only wonder how on earth she can accomplish such a feat. Though, if she has made her presence known, I ought to greet her.
ねえ、クロさん。女性同士、少しお話をしませんか？
話か？まあ、構わぬぞ。これまでご主人以外とは話せなかった。どうした？
ご主人様？そんな迫り方をしていたのですか？
アホ、様は余計だ。
クロさんは兄様とずっと一緒にいらっしゃったのですか？
唐突に話を戻すな。あ、いや、ずっとというほどでもないぞ。一月ほどだ。その間にしても久方ぶりの外界を散策しておったからな。一緒ではない。
そうですか。ずっと一緒にいたわけではないのですね。
不満なのか？
ええ、少しばかり。
意外だな。お主はむしろ四六時中ひっついていることに不満を覚えるたちであろう。
確かにそれはありますが、クロさんは兄様に触れられませんから、さほど心配はしていません。むしろ私といない時の兄様に関して情報を提供してくださる利点の方が大きいですね。
お主も大概だな。
というわけで、兄様との出会いから教えていただけますか？
出会いなあ。童貞を捨てたいと叫んだり、細かいことで悩む俗物だったというくらいか。
あらあら、兄様ったら。
その後は、そうだな。ミウという少女の問題に首を突っ込んでおった。まあ、そこであれこれと、情けないご主人なりに奔走し、少しはマシになったというところだ。
その一部始終をクロさんは見ていたのですね。
全てではないがな。ご主人が何を考えていたかも詳しくは知らぬ。わかるのはせいぜいミチルがいなければ今のご主人にはなれなかったというくらいか。
私が兄様のお役に立てたのなら幸いです。
お主はよく自身よりご主人の幸せを優先しているように見えるな。
そんなことはありませんよ。兄様の幸せが私の幸せでもあるのです。
ではミチル自身の幸せはないのか？
もちろんありますよ。兄様と結ばれ温かい家庭を築くことです。
であれば寝込みを襲えば済むのではないか？ご主人も嫌とは言うまい。
寝込みですか。
The last time I tried that, little Michiru appeared and ruined that plan, but perhaps if I were to try it again, my wish would be granted. It was a very tempting idea. But...
やめておきます。それは兄様の望みではありませんから。いえ、望んでいるかもしれませんが、本望ではないでしょうから。
Last time I pushed him over because I was overcome by emotion, but now I can think clearly.
兄様が受け入れてくださるとしても、私は兄様から思いを告げられるまで待つつもりです。いざ告げられたのなら、私から押し倒してしまうかもしれませんが。
結果は同じだろう。
それでも家庭は違いますから。
I wouldn't have been so calm and collected if not for the affection that my brother was already showing me every day. Sometimes I am jealous of women that my brother gets along with well. It bothers me that I'm stuck being his little sister too.
人間というのは面倒だな。
その面倒さえも愛おしく感じるものですよ。
If I didn't care for my fellow humans, then I really would be nothing but a troublesome woman. When I came back from playing in the park with little Michiru, I found Michiru and Crow sitting together having a friendly conversation. I saw that they were talking, but they wouldn't tell me what they were talking about because it was a secret between two women. I was a bit curious about that, but I was mostly just glad to see Michiru making more friends. Even if they were talking about me, I wasn't too worried. The sun began to set as we all relaxed in the park. We gathered all our belongings and left the park together, but we weren't headed straight home. Since we were already out on the town, we decided to take a little detour and satisfy one of little Michiru's wishes. Little Michiru's eyes sparkled as she looked upon the sea at sunset. We were at the southern end of the circular monorail track. We walked past the school to stand on the beach and watch the sun set in the west. Little Michiru was bursting with energy, and when we got close to the beach, she started running around jovially. Once we reached the beach, however, she stopped to gaze out at the amazingly beautiful, rippling sea that was dyed with shades of crimson by the setting sun.
どうですか、みちる？今日は空気が透き通っていますから、遠くまでよく見えるでしょ？海が橙色で、お日様が大きいの。海風が立ち、白波が茜に染まって、きっと綺麗なのでしょうね。綺麗だよ。キラキラしてる。そうなのですか。素敵な光景ですね。
The two girls' eyes sparkled even brighter than the sea. I couldn't help but think that thought to myself. I didn't want to interrupt the two girls as they marveled at the scenery, so I didn't say anything. Chrono was there too, but her expression looked a bit different. She was with us all day after appearing at the park, but she seemed lost in thought. Chrono and I naturally ended up together again, but I didn't know if I should say anything. What should I say? I don't know what to talk about. I was bored, so I put my hand in my pocket and took out the pocket watch. I hadn't been able to use it to go back 5 minutes in time since it was broken, so by now I was just carrying it around habitually. I haven't looked at it in a while. Is it fixing itself? It was just a small change, but it looked like the cracks in the casing were getting smaller. It was just a feeling, so it might have been wrong.
時計か？
Huh? Oh yeah, it looks like it's starting to fix itself. I held it out for Crow to see, and she looked at it with a serious expression. Crow?
いや、大したことではない。どのくらいで治るか考えておったのだ。
What's your conclusion?
さてな。予想よりも早いペースだと思うが、詳しくはわからない。
I'll take that as a good sign. By the way, you said it wouldn't take years to fix itself, but it wouldn't take like half a year either, would it?
当たり前だ。そんなにかかってたまるか。
Of course, haha.
しかし、いや、なんでもない。
Hey, don't say anything weird like that unless you're going to tell me what it is. If something bad happened and Michiru couldn't go home, that would be a big problem, you know. It would also be a problem if we had to take care of her for a long time and she was coincidentally discovered by my parents. I would have to explain the pocket watch to them in that situation, but I would rather avoid letting that happen.
まあ問題はない。じきに治る。
It feels better to hear you give a definitive answer like that.
そうか。レイ、こっち来て。
Oh, sure thing, I'm coming. Crow, little Michiru is calling for me, so I have to go.
ああ、わかっておる。問題はない。じきに治る。が。
But?
まあ、我が輩には関係のないことか。